Well, it is Tuesday, and so this morning I brought Greyson to the vet. He, as far as I know, he should be like having surgery right now. So I'll let you guys know. I'm gonna get the call hopefully soon from his vet. I'm actually getting like kind of nervous because she said that he would be like later in the morning, and it's already past noon, and she said she'd call me right after he woke up from anesthesia. So I'm kind of like, what's going on? Why is it taking so long? Because it's like 1 o'clock now. Yeah, it's 12:52, so he should definitely be done and awake by now. So yeah, it's kind of making me nervous that they haven't called, but I did opt to have like the additional monitoring while he is having surgery, which is so weird to me. Like, that should be standard, that they are checking their blood pressure and their heart rate and everything and have an IV in, like that. I feel like that should be standard when anyone goes under, dog, human, whoever. But I did opt for that, so if something like did go wrong, because it is a more invasive surgery. I don't know if we talked about this. Typically, I think I talked about it briefly, but usually when they fix a dog, they remove like the balls, but the sac is still there. And I know this is like weird conversation. And then over time, the sac will kind of like shrink up. But because there's a blood vessel in the sac that's causing the issue, they are doing a full ablation, as it's called. So they're removing the sac entirely. So it's a little bit more of an invasive surgery than typical. So she said usually like the surgery, there's not necessarily something that would go wrong, even though it's obviously more time, but that it is a harder recovery. So he's got like 2 weeks that he's gonna have to do nothing. He can't spread eagle, which he likes to do. If you guys have ever seen Greyson lay down. You having fun? You're gonna look at the clouds? Okay. Well, it is a little while later. The girls are not down for naps because we are going to the farmer's market. I think we're gonna have to like do like every week and a half, which kind of sucks because going every week is too much, but going every 2 weeks is a little too long, and it's like most ideal to be able to go on the weekends. But that's okay. We can make it work. But I did just get a call from Greyson's veterinarian, and she said that he just got out of surgery. They had to end up doing the surgery, starting the surgery a little bit later than anticipated, so there wasn't anything wrong. But he got out and he woke up and he's doing good. They said everything went well, so that's great. They're sending off like that area to pathology just to make sure it's not cancerous. There isn't particularly anything about it that's like screaming this could be cancerous, but you just never know. So it's better safe than sorry. So we're just gonna send it off to make sure, since it is like a little bit of an abnormal case of what's going on. She said we'll get that back in about like a week and we'll know for sure. Mommy. You can have a drink. Sweetheart, you need to make sure your necklace is staying on the front of you. By the way, I can't remember who it was that suggested it, but someone after we posted the video about Ari eating stuff, well, she chews on stuff, but she accidentally swallowed that little piece. Someone was like, why don't you get her a necklace like Rev? And I didn't even think about it because like for Rev, she has sensory stuff. But Ari doesn't have sensory issues. She's got some quirks, but not sensory processing, sort of like Rev does. And so I just didn't think about it. And someone was like, why don't you get her one? And I was like, yes, that makes sense. So I ordered her one and she got it this past Sunday and she's been loving it.
I am home from work.
I failed at vlogging.
Oh, did you tell them you were going?
Yeah, and I left it in my backpack in the car.
Got a good amount of pickings.
We did.
This is a box of something. The place that sold this apparently had a bit too much strawberries, and so they were just trying to get rid of them. And so they priced this box at
$10 originally. And Teresa and I were just looking at it, and I was like, oh, I could freeze these for smoothies because like they're nearing like, you know, their end life. I was like, well, I could freeze these for smoothies or we can make jam with them. And she came over and she was like, well, if you take it, I'll give it to you for $8. And I was like, okay, so.
$8 for this massive, monstrous box of strawberries. At minimum, I'd say 20 pounds of strawberries. So when you calculate out, you know, strawberries on sale, you might be able to find on occasion strawberries for $2 a pound on sale, $3 on average. If this is 20 pounds minimum, this is $60 worth of strawberries for $8. That's nuts.
And I found a really good jelly recipe last time, so.
Yep.
I'll make some more jam. Well, it's set.
That is a lot, isn't it? That's a lot. Some of them are like nearing the end of their edible life, which is why we need to make sure we take care of what we want to do with them sooner than later. But look, the ones that we can see near the bottom look real good. And we also picked up some strawberry plants.
Our strawberries aren't growing, so yeah, we haven't seen anything. They've been in there a while. We keep watering them, but nothing's happening, so we picked up some starters.
So we'll just throw those in the bin instead. When's the last time we showed them how everything was growing? I don't know. Let's go do that now though, because things are really starting to grow. Cucumbers still, we don't know what's up with the cucumbers. Carrots, watermelon. Look at the watermelons getting big. And there's no strawberries. That's where we'll put the new strawberries. Look at this tomato plant though.
This guy's totally dying.
Yeah.
So we think that our peas have root rot.
Root rot, yeah, both of them.
But we think it's because everything drains this way.
When we dug this out and put in, like mixed the sand in and stuff, I only did it to this point where the garden actually ends. Clay is super dense, so water does not really get to flow through it like it does with dirt. So what's happening is all the water from over there comes down and then it just hits this barrier of the solid clay here and just kind of sits in there rather than continuing to flow. So I think I got to dig this out, mix in some sand and whatnot to loosen it up and allow some water flowage. We got another blackberry. Yeah, there you go. Look at these asparagus bushes.
Per everyone's suggestion, we're gonna let them grow for a year and we'll pick them next year. But apparently they get like super tall.
Yeah, from what I saw, one article I read is that these could get like 6 feet tall. So if you were on Instagram last night, I did an Instagram live and had a little bonfire by myself. But here's the finished wood shelf. Look at all this wood I got. It's great, there's so much. And then all the kindling and of course the roof to direct the water out. I may eventually put like a little tarp or something that can roll down over this, just to protect from rain coming this way, but I don't know. May not be that big of a deal. What you doing, Rap? Daddy's got to do that. So the water's coming out pretty slow, but it is coming out because we're using rain barrel water. This carrot back here. Good job.
What about the
Okay.
snap peas?
No, snap peas aren't getting anything.
Look who's home. Where'd you go, buddy? Oh, Grayson's home. And he's loving his suitical. I gave it to them to put on him while he was there. He was like super stressed out in the cone when we had him in it, so I went looking for that. And it's called the suitical, so I brought it with so they could put that on him. And so they just had his cone on him while he had his IV in, and then they took it off. And he was wearing that the whole time, and they said like everyone loved it. He was like the center of attention. They said it took 5 people though to move him when he was like out from the anesthesia. He's pretty chill. Honestly, I kind of like expected him to be a little more out of it. She said she did do an extra layer of sutures that she doesn't normally do because he is a spread eagle laying dog. He likes to lay on his back and just spread his leg. And she said she's had a dog before that did that and ripped open the stitches. And because it's the ablation and not just like, you know, removing the balls, the sac is being removed too. It's just higher chance of it ripping open. So she did the extra one. Buddy, you dropped all of it on the ground. How you doing? I know. You were so good. I'm proud of you. Hey, little lady. How are you? Do you want to eat? Are you hungry? Yeah, okay.
Okay, buddy. He just keeps like whining. Oh. Huh. He's just so sad. But Ariana here made a delicious meal.
Yeah, I made a vegan Alfredo and it's really good, guys.
Behind the scenes of Kid Approved Vegan. It is Wednesday evening and the sun is very bright. We are in the car. We just went to Rev's dress rehearsal for her recital that is on Saturday.
She did really good. She does a lot more turns than she's supposed to.
Yeah.
But she did do really well. All the girls did. She had fun. When we were leaving, Ari asked for pizza. And we are getting pizza. We're getting Blaze Pizza because it's the best pizza place for a vegan.
Did you have fun at Grandma's and Grandpa's?
I got another plant.
Another plant. Look at her go.
My
This girl
chiropractor
is
had
getting so
bamboo
many.
plants for the mothers for Mother's Day.
So that is going to wrap it up for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit that thumbs up and the subscribe button if you're new. And if you're on Facebook, make sure you hit that follow button as well as turn on notifications. We will see your wonderful faces on Tuesday. Bye.